Namaskar, my dear friends. Let us talk about how we can design RC circuit and how we can simulate in NI Multisim. So what we'll do is we'll take a very simple, like RC circuit, and we'll try to give it some pulse signal or something like that, and we'll see how this particular capacitor is charging and discharging because of this particular resistance that we are going to put. Okay, so this is a very simple circuit that we will try to use. So if you want to use, like if you want to have the outputs, you can see we have one resistor R1 and C1. So this resistor will help capacitor to charge with some time constant, which will be how much? Tau equal to R1 into C1. So as my resistance value increases, the time constant increases, so that you will see this particular pulse, this particular green pulse charging will be more or less based on the value of R1 and C1. Okay, and this is the pulse that is going to be used to charge this particular capacitor. And if you want, you can have V output here to drive some load or something like that. Understood? So the red signal is my input voltage source, which is my like a square wave input, and at the capacitor you can see there is a little bit of rise time and fall time. Okay, so we'll design this particular circuit and we'll simulate it in Multisim. So I have already designed this particular circuit. So what you can do is you can see here we have put one source which is a 1 volt peak 1 kilohertz source. So if you want, you can double click it and see it. We have peak voltage 1 volt and frequency is 1 kilohertz. If you want, you can change the frequency to 2 kilohertz, 3 kilohertz, 100 hertz, whatever you want, you can put that. Okay, so that's all. And then coming back to the R1 value, if you want, you can double click and change the value of resistance as well, that we'll see. And this is my capacitor. So let us see, let us run and see what is the output. So all right, what we'll do is this is actually AC source. So this is like AC output that we'll see in the next one. Right now we'll see RC circuit. Okay, so this is the RC circuit that is there. So what we are going to do is we have the pulse wave input, like pulse input, and this is my resistor and this is my capacitor. So what will happen is this square wave pulse will be helping this capacitor to charge, and then it will discharge after some time in negative pulse. So let us run it. So once you are running it, you are seeing that as soon as my input voltage is high, capacitor starts charging, and as soon as my input voltage is low, capacitor starts discharging. Okay, so let us vary the values and we will see what is the change that is coming. So what about like reducing the value of resistance? So what will happen? If I reduce the value of resistance, my RC will reduce. It means it will charge faster. Okay, it will charge faster. So shall I run and show it to you? So let us run it and see whether it is charging faster or not. So green signal, it will charge faster. So you can see it has charged very fast. If you increase the capacitor value, let us say I'll put it 1.1 microfarad to let us say 1 microfarad. So I have increased it. It means again it will start slowly. So the charging will be slowed down. If you increase more, what will happen? Let us say put 10 microfarad. It will be even slower. Understood? So it is not even like charging. So you need to have input voltage much higher, or like much longer time period. So to compensate this, what will happen? I will have to increase the charging time and discharging time. So here my pulse width, let us say I'll make it like 30 millisecond, and period will be, let's say, 60 millisecond. Now we can see what is going to happen. So see, it is almost charging completely. To make it much more better, what we'll have to do, we'll have to increase the charging time. So let us say I'm going to make 50 millisecond, and this is going to be 100 millisecond. Okay, and since 100 millisecond is complete one pulse, so to view more number of pulses, we have to go to some simulation, simulate and change the transient time parameter that you want to run for. So I will run for, let us say, 100 millisecond. Okay, so what will happen? See, one complete pulse is going to charge and discharge. If you want to have more number of pulses to see what will happen, you have to run the simulation for, let us say, 200 millisecond or 300 millisecond according to your need. So what will happen? Go to simulate, analyze and simulate, change the timing to, let us say, 300 millisecond, or yeah, 300 millisecond. So 3 pulses will come. So hope you have a good understanding of how to vary the resistance or capacitance to, like vary the charging time, discharging time, and how to see this particular parameter. If I reduce this particular capacitance, now you can see it will charge much faster. Okay. So you have now very good understanding like how to design the RC circuit and see the variation in capacitor charging and discharging curve by putting your like probe. So how to put probe? You can delete this probe and you come here, voltage probe, put PR1, and then again put PR2. So this is how you put probes. Okay. If you want to change the voltage level of input signal or output signal, you can change it to, let us say, 5 volt. So what will happen is the signal that was charging up to 3.3 volt, now it will charge up to 5 volt. Okay, so earlier it was 3.3, right? Now it is 5 volt. You can see previous videos as well. So hope you have a good understanding of RC circuit and its charging and discharging curve. Thank you.